if you're Clarion right now, that size advantage for LaRoche, that's going to be a bit of a problem.
It is a problem. The Golden Eagles do not have a formidable front. They lost their big man Bud Tier and Paul McQueen last year. Both of them have graduated and moving on to bigger and better things. Clarion didn't really do a good job in replacing the size. So what the coaching staff here has done, led by Ron Ryder, his 25th season, they have decided to go smaller to a more agile team. That is led right now by guards Calvin Edwards and Lenny Patterson, the two seniors who did not play particularly well against Teal. All in all, Clarion starters only shot 26% from the field in last Monday's game. Not a good shooting percentage at any level against any team.
No, and that's exactly what Clarion has to turn around today. We're seeing them. The Golden Eagles out-rebounded Teal on Monday, 46-34, including 15-8 off of the glass on offense. That's something you can hold your head high, but you don't want to have to basically tout the fact that you rebounded better than the other team. You want to be able to put those points in the basket, not have to worry about anything like that. And tonight they have an opportunity to do that.
Today, the starting lineup for the Golden Eagles. Newcomer Marcus Jones is your sophomore starter at guard. Calvin Edwards, who we've already mentioned, the 6'3", 175-pound senior. Mike Kromka is at your forward, the 6'5", 225-pound. He's going to be playing mostly 5 tonight, the 5 position tonight. He is very undersized to be doing so. He will be going up the 6'6" senior Joel McIntosh, one of the best centers in Division III. He is one heck of a player. He's athletic. He can shoot. He's going to be tough for the Golden Eagles to match up with against tonight.
Well, he is. We talk about that. That's one of the matchups we're going to look for tonight in this size advantage, perhaps the size difference. And McIntosh tipping off right here.
McIntosh versus Kromka. Who will win? Here's the jump. Kromka gets it to Marcus Jones, and Marcus moves down. Marcus will get that ball to Lenny Patterson. Lenny Patterson, you'll be seeing playing a lot more 2-guard this year. He jacked up the 3, in and out. Rebound picked up. No foul called. That shot was by number 13, Evan Battle. And out of bounds. Called on the Clarion Golden Eagles, the LaRoche Redhawks. Take possession, and here they go down the floor. Andre Flanagan takes the ball and gets it to number 15, Ryan France. France working against Patterson. LaRoche working up their style of play. Good defense and tough defense being provided by Lenny Patterson. LaRoche driving to the hoop, and no good. Kromka picks up the rebound. Golden Eagles are slowing down their offensive pursuit. Patterson gets it to Jones. Jones kicks it back out. Now it's back out. Kromka now with the ball. Back with Jones. Golden Eagles moving that ball around, shifting their offense. Calvin Edwards with the ball. Cal Edwards draws the foul. Foul's on number 2, Derek Barber Richards, the senior forward.
Took a little while for things to develop, being again, Clarion kind of trying to press inside, not really working for him right now. You saw Edwards a couple times look to possibly get a 3, didn't quite work, but Clarion trying inside.
Calvin Edwards pulls up, gets the shot to go. That'll tie. Well, that'll give Clarion the 2-0 lead, so Clarion scores first. Again, Lenny Patterson providing tough defense on Ryan France. France gets that ball off. Number 22, Dayron Tabron, who passes it again. Quick pull-up shot for LaRoche. It's no good. Rebound picked up by LaRoche, by the big man. And again, it's stolen this time. Lenny Patterson moving up the court. Lenny Patterson will slow it down. He gets it to Calvin Edwards, who gets in the corner to Jones for 3. It's good.
Just what Clarion needs. He can right now get up to a good start. 5-0 lead right now for the Golden Eagles, and a good job by Patterson to slow it down and take his time.
We will see McIntosh, who got a couple offensive rebounds there in the last position for LaRoche. That's going to be a matchup problem for the Golden Eagles all day. France makes a move, kicks it out. 3-point attempt by McIntosh, it's no good. Rebounds picked up by LaRoche. Another 3-point attempt. This one, again, is no good. Rebound still picked up by LaRoche. That is 4 offensive rebounds for LaRoche, and we have only played 2.5 minutes. sets up the play for the Red Hawks. France working against Lenny Patterson, gets the ball up. Another three-ball attempt for LaRoche. This is again no good. This time Clarion picks up the rebound. Marcus Jones works down the floor, gets the ball to Calvin Edwards. Edwards back to Jones. Jones drives up to the hoop. Draws contact, gets the foul. Marcus Jones will go to the line for two.
Clarion playing sharp on both sides of the ball so far, Ian. We've seen on defense getting a couple steals, turning those into points. And on offense, they're passing the ball pretty well so far. Nothing really wrong so far here for Clarion. And of course, drawing the foul, getting a couple of free points possibly here.
Marcus Jones, his first free throw is off the front of the rim, no good. Set up for the second free throw. And Marcus Jones, a transfer student this past year, 5'10", 180 pounds. He's quick, and what Ron Ryder says his favorite part about him is he's smart. This time though, he misses both free throws. Rebound picked up by Tayron Tabron. Gets that ball immediately to Ryan France. Lenny Patterson was on his man. It's going down low for LaRoche. No good again. No foul called. Calvin Edwards gets that ball to Marcus Jones. Marcus Jones stops at the three-point line. Calvin Edwards gets it to Patterson. Back to Calvin Edwards at the corner. Calvin Edwards gets that ball down low. It's kicked out. Marcus Jones for three. No good. Not quite. Rebound picked up by Mike Kromka. Kromka to Calvin Edwards for three. It's good. That makes it 8-0.
The Golden Eagles doing what they need to do. Keep it on their speed right now. Finding Edwards at the top of the key. I would expect to see that a few more times tonight.
And the Red Hawks setting up their play. They go down to their big man McIntosh. McIntosh working against Kromka. And a foul this time will be called on Lenny Patterson. And McIntosh in this LaRoche offense are not making any calls about where this offense is going to go. It's going to go right to the big man, Joel McIntosh, who Clarion so far has done a pretty good job defending.
Yeah, Clarion is keyed in on McIntosh at this point, defending him pretty well underneath, getting that one steal that led to the three-pointer early on, and Patterson's three-pointer. And really, right now, if you're Clarion, you're doing exactly what you need to do.
McIntosh's first free throw is good. That gets LaRoche on the board. They're down 8-1, but they're on the board. McIntosh ready to set up for his second free throw. That is good. Kromka inbounds to Marcus Jones. Marcus Jones sends Lenny Patterson down. Marcus Jones getting dangerously close to that half-court line. He gets the ball to Lenny Patterson. Patterson tries to find some room. Patterson kicks it out to Marcus Jones. Marcus Jones is going to reset up the offense. 13 seconds remaining on the shot clock. Down to Kromka low. Kromka is blocked. Picked up by LaRoche, and they're running. Go down the floor. They're set it back up. Ryan France kicks it out to McIntosh. McIntosh gives it back to France. He thought about pulling up and jumping for a jumper. Side against it, Ryan France sets it up. 20 seconds on the shot clock. Flanagan gets the ball back to France. France for three, no good. Lenny Patterson will grab that rebound. Clarion still leads 8-2. Lenny Patterson gives the ball to Calvin Edwards. Calvin Edwards gets the ball down low to the big man. And it's no good, no foul called. Evan Battle was fighting down low, but he couldn't get the call. The 6'6", 230-pound freshman. He's going to be the guy, Evan Battle, who we can really look to provide that size that Clarion's going to drastically need when the PSAC play starts up, Matt.
Exactly. Again, a lot of the PSAC teams have bigger players than Clarion has right now, and that's going to be the size advantage later on.
Flanagan with the ball, gets the ball out. That's a pull-up jumper. It's no good. Rebound picked up by Kromka, who steps out of bounds, so that ball stays. That ball will stay with LaRoche after Kromka goes out of bounds. We'll see our first timeout. So far, Matt, we've seen Clarion jump out to an 8-2 lead. They've been playing pretty well, but this is an athletic group that LaRoche has, and they've been playing pretty well. The shots just haven't been falling for it.
No, LaRoche has been pretty much, they've been getting up and down the court. offense for the most part hanging with them, but we've seen LaRoche work the perimeter, get the three-point shots off. Clarion's lucky those haven't fallen. Otherwise, we probably have a tie game around.
Or LaRoche is probably leading.
Probably lead at some point. We've seen a few threes from them at this point. But if you're Clarion right now, good job playing aggressive underneath against McIntosh, forcing a turnover against him. And it's been so far so good for the Golden Eagles. Again, that 8-2 lead. If you're Clarion right now, that's where you want to be.
So the Golden Eagles looking forward with 14:44 remaining in this first half. The offense seems to have struggled kind of finding itself. They've been kind of just running around and trying to find someone open, but give those credit, they've been there to cover people. So Coach Ron Ryder is going to have to think of something to get this offense working, because it's only a matter of time before LaRoche starts hitting these shots.
Well, that's the thing. It's almost like a warm-up practice right now for LaRoche. They've missed a few, but sooner or later they're going to start breaking free. And if you're Clarion, you've got to be able to shut down the outside.
So LaRoche ready to inbound. They get it out to Richards. Richards will get it to France. France, the 5'11" junior, working against Lenny Patterson, the senior. McIntosh, he'll go for three. No good. Rebounds picked up by Evan Battle. It's up to Calvin Edwards. Calvin Edwards running. Gives it to Marcus Jones, who is called for a travel. And a travel is called on Marcus Jones. Coach Ron Ryder not happy about that one.
Got to say, it's a little interesting to see the big man taking a couple of threes here. McIntosh for the Red Hawks. A little interesting to see him taking the shots outside.
I think you're seeing a good job because of that, Matt. You're seeing a mixture between Battle and Kromka on McIntosh. McIntosh will get that ball out. Richards gets the ball back to McIntosh, who has three bodies on him and he can't get it. Kromka got the ball. Now it's to Lenny Patterson. Patterson driving, kicks it out. Whistle called before that Calvin Edwards shot, so foul. It's a foul on number one, Lionel Perkins, a 5'10" backup guard for LaRoche. Checking in for the Golden Eagles now is number one, Anthony Baker. And for LaRoche, number 30, Gene Freeman, the 6'7" junior. Now Kromka with the ball. He's going to look to the hoop, and that's in. Kromka brings something special to the court, Matt. He's not the biggest guy, but he brings a rare athleticism to that 5 position. That gives him some of the advantage against those bigger guys.
And especially today against, really, if we talk about the athletic center that McIntosh is.
Flanagan has the ball. He's going to drive, working against Marcus Jones. And a a blocking foul is going to be called.
33
on Evan Battle.
33.
So probably could have been called for a charge. Was Derek Richards, but the foul's called on Evan Battle. That's his first.
3 team fouls here for LaRoche so far, 2 for the Golden Eagles.
A great athleticism by the Golden Eagles. Calvin Edwards going to the hoop, working against the 6'7" Gene Freeman, and Calvin Edwards just going up, and Gene Freeman, he's going to get called for the foul, but he was going to guard that rim with everything he had. Great athleticism, though, showed by Anthony Baker, the 6'1" junior, who jumped up and took that ball away. Anthony Baker, the junior student from Lock Haven, when he played here last year, when he was with Lock Haven, he caused all kinds of fits for this Golden Eagles team, and he's a nice addition for the Clarion team.
It's better to be playing with him than against him at this point.
Calvin Edwards gets that first free throw to go down. That'll give the Golden Eagles an 11-2 advantage.
Edwards has been one of the staples so far here in this game for the Golden Eagles, and I would expect throughout the rest of the season.
This is the second one. Rebounds picked up by Richards. That ball will go now to Lionel Perkins, backup point guard. Perkins gets the ball to Richards. Richards looking for an open man. He finds Flanagan. Flanagan kicks it out. That ball is up for 3. It is no good. Battle picks up the rebound. Battle, just a big body underneath. He'll be the rebounder this year, Matt.
He will be. And LaRoche taking a lot of threes outside. Haven't hit many of them so far.
And Calvin Edwards called for a carry, which is not dribbling correctly, just picking up the ball and flipping it over. So that's what Calvin Edwards does, and that loses possession for the Golden Eagles. Now we'll see Lenny Patterson check in. Will come in for Marcus Jones. Looks to reset up their offense. To the corner for three is Richards. It's good. They finally get one on the drop, Matt.
If you're LaRoche right now, you need that to end that scoring drought, turn things around, and get back on the board.
Lenny Patterson gets it off. Now Calvin Edwards with the ball. Down low to Battle. Battle pulls up. It's in. Battle, the 6'6" freshman. They don't make him like that as a freshman, Matt.
No, we talked about the height advantage so far, and it showed on that play.
Calvin Edwards gets the rebound. Edwards moving up the floor. Now it's up the floor. Back out. Shot up is no good. Rebound picked up by Calvin Edwards, and the foul is called. It's called on Calvin Edwards from a over the back foul. So that's the first foul on Calvin Edwards. You would have thought that foul was going to be on Gene Freeman.
That's how it looked.
LaRoche going to set up their offense now. The ball in the hands of Lionel Perkins. Perkins, with 12 minutes remaining in this first half, gives the ball off. Tabron with the ball, gets it down low. And that one went right to the cheerleaders who are not playing for LaRoche tonight. Gene Freeman is through wildly. Past the outreach to arms of number 1, Lionel Perkins.
Miscommunication there, forcing the turnover. These are the little things that Clarion has to take advantage of tonight, and if you're the Golden Eagles, what you need to do, not only put the points up on your end, but take advantage of the things that LaRoche can't do. Right now, again, that miscommunication causing a turnover. It will be Golden Eagles ball after this timeout. So for Clarion right now, again, a 13-5 lead. We've seen Calvin Edwards and Leonard Patterson, Marcus Jones, the ball really, I would say, equally distributed.
And let's talk about real quick, Matt, the losses that this Clarion Golden Eagles team had from last year's team.
Yes.
Obviously, you look at Bud Tier, Paul McQueen, and let's not forget Winfield Willis, who had an excellent freshman season, but transferred this past offseason. He was a tremendous talent, and a talent you don't easily replace.
No, and we talk about the addition of Anthony Baker. That's going to help offset the loss of Willis a little bit. But he was such a talent. And he was, again, a freshman. He's obviously a sophomore now. He was someone that the Golden Eagles really were hoping, I would say, to build this team around at the guard position down the road. But again, the loss of him, the loss of Bud Tier, and Paul McQueen, those two on the inside, they're going to look to people like Evan Battle, Mike Kronka this year to help fill those voids.
So far, so good. Kronka and Evan Battle have done a very good job protecting the Golden Eagles rim. They lead 13-5. Not exactly a high-scoring affair so far in this one. Ball goes to Corey Belovich. Belovich trying to move that ball around, gets the ball to Lenny Patterson. Lenny Patterson trying to drive, it's off his foot. Back to Belovich, who kicks it to Calvin Edwards. Calvin for three, it's no good. Rebound picked up by Clarion. Calvin Edwards comes out of nowhere. And no foul call. Calvin Edwards took a lot of contact, but no foul. Lionel Perkins moving the ball around, kicks it to the outside. Lenny Patterson almost got that one. And it's a 3-ball for LaRoche. It's no good. Lenny Patterson quickly gets this ball up the field. And a charge call on Mike Kronka. So while the Clarion Golden Eagles can't seem to get a call right now, LaRoche is getting a lot of them, but they have not been able to take advantage.
No, and I think Clarion playing a little physical tonight. It's getting the best of them right now. 14 fouls for each team right now. But again, LaRoche not able to really convert off of these Clarion mishaps, and that's costing them right now dearly.
Marcus Jones and Calvin Edwards take a seat on the bench for a quick breather. LaRoche takes over the ball. 11 minutes remaining in this first half of play. LaRoche trying to find some room. It has been hard to come by against this Golden Eagles team. Torian Smith gives the ball to his man, and it's good. Number 22, Dayron Tabron, drives and gets it over the Clarion defense. Cuts that lead to 6. Lenny Patterson now gets that ball to the top. Anthony Baker has the ball, setting things up for the Golden Eagles. Gives it to Marcus Jones. Slow-moving offensive possession for the Golden Eagles. Head in battle to Lenny Patterson. Lenny trying to find some room, and not quite, couldn't get it. And rebound is picked up by number 12, David Jackson. A nice rebound by Jackson, the junior.
There's a lot of hope on that last play. We saw Patterson drive it inside. Those are the kind of plays you want to dial up for someone like Patterson, just to drive it in the lane. Couldn't sink it, though, for the Golden Eagles.
Tabron has the ball. Tabron gets it out to McIntosh for 3. No good. Rebound picked up by Marcus Jones. Was on the floor there for a little bit, but picked up by Marcus Jones. Lenny Patterson for 3. It's good.
Nice job isolating Patterson on the right wing. That helps to dial up a 3, and it's 16-7.
9.5 remaining in this first half. An offensive foul is called. Moving screen on LaRoche. Foul is on number 21, Joel McIntosh. So McIntosh really has been a non-factor so far in this game. His shooting percentage is what's concerning when you look at someone like McIntosh. He hasn't made a shot yet today, and he's taken a bunch of attempts.
Yeah, and a lot of three-point attempts I mentioned earlier. It's interesting to see him shoot from outside when you can take that presence inside, but Clarion's zone defense forcing that right now.
Clarion setting up. Anthony Baker for 3. That's no good. Rebound nearly grabbed by number 11, Corey Belovich, but it's out of bounds. Possession awarded to the LaRoche Redhawks. LaRoche down by 9, 16-7.
Talking about a low score in the fair. I mean, it's good for the Golden Eagles right now to say we're halfway through the first half and LaRoche still in single digits.
Right now, this game is resembling more of a football game than anything with the score 16-7, and we're under 10 minutes to go in this first half. France working against Calvin Edwards. France has that ball stolen. Belovich gets the dunk, and that gets this crowd up and rocking.
That's going to get this team pumped in. That is exactly what Clarion needs right now.
Belovich, what a slam. That puts the Golden Eagles up by 11, 18-7. Belovich nearly gets another steal. And a travel. Oh, no travel is called. Evan Battle is going to get called for the foul. David Jackson had the ball, nearly coughed it up. But Evan Battle gets called for the foul. That is 5 fouls apiece for these teams. That's the second foul on Battle.
Yeah, so that's something you might want to watch a little bit here in this first half again with 8 and change left in the first half. If Battle gets into a little bit of foul trouble, he's someone you want to save for down the road. He's playing pretty well right now on the inside.
Marcus Jones was caught up, and that free ball will drop. Torian Smith, the freshman guard, gets at the ball. LaRoche cuts within 9. Marcus Jones now working against Smith. Marcus Jones gets that ball to Anthony Baker. Baker gonna drive baseline, goes up to the hoop, it's in. And really the Golden Eagles, since the loss of Winfield Willis, you're gonna need to see someone like Anthony Baker drive the hoop. Driving the ball is not a strength of Lenny Patterson. He's more of a pull-up jumper. They need someone to drive to the rim.
And I think it looks like Baker can be that guy, and it's good to see someone like that take the place of Willis.
LaRoche is going to set up. 3-ball attempt. That ball is no good. Rebound picked up by number 21, Joel McIntosh, who gets fouled on the play. He'll go to the line for 2. Foul is going to be called on number 11, Corey Belovich. Corey Belovich, the 6'3", 195-pound junior. We're going to take a quick timeout. 20-9 is the score. The Golden Eagles have had a little bit of an explosion of offense thanks to a Lenny Patterson three-pointer and the huge dunk by Corey Belovich.
And you know, that's going to get, like we talked about, that's getting this crowd fired up, this team pumped up. And that, you know, we talk about the size advantage at the beginning of this game for LaRoche. They haven't really used that to their advantage tonight, Ian. We've talked about how much McIntosh can be a presence inside. Clarion sort of shut him down with Battle and Kromka both trading on and off, defending him, and I think that has been perhaps one of the key components here of tonight's game.
And you look at Evan Baker and Mike Kromka, they defend so differently. You know, obviously Battle is your traditional center at 6'6", 230 pounds. He's only going to get bigger as he grows. And you look at someone like Mike Kromka at 6'5", 225. That's two totally different ways of defending, and that's got to be tough for someone as good as Joel McIntosh. He's not just up against one guy; he's getting multiple looks.
Well, that's the thing. You really don't know which angle to take if you're on offense. You know exactly. And Clarion playing a zone, so it's not necessarily having one of those guys on you. We have to face someone else. And right now, it's two. We've seen at one point there were three men on him. You know, getting inside, trying for the rebound. It's a very tough battle here for him tonight.
So McIntosh fertile at the line for two. Missed that first one. McIntosh, one of the better players in Division III in basketball, has yet to be a force in this one. That second free throw is good. That makes it a 10-point and Golden Eagle advantage. Marcus Jones with the ball in his hands, moving up the floor. Ball goes to Belovich. Belovich to the corner. Back to Belovich, now to Jones. Plenty of time. The Golden Eagles going to set up their offense. Belovich getting a call for a travel. So the Golden Eagles lose possession.
Golden Eagles right now, it's tough to say if they expected to be up, doubling up LaRoche right now, Ian, but I mean, they've played pretty well on offense, taking advantage of a lot of LaRoche miscues, and it's working for them.
LaRoche trying to cut into that lead. France with the ball. France gets it down low to McIntosh. McIntosh, he gets called for a travel. His eyes had to grow like $2 silver when he saw that Marcus Jones was the guy defending the rim. Marcus Jones listed at 5'10". That's a generous listing, by the way.
It is.
Up against Joel McIntosh. But McIntosh called for the travel, so nothing happens. The Golden Eagles catch a break. Kromka, pull-up jumper, it's good. 22-10.
As we talked about earlier, a little bit of everybody getting a little piece of the pie tonight, Ian. Everybody getting a ball, getting a couple points here so far, and right now Kromka being a big contributor.
Tabron gets it out for Richards. Richards with the ball, gets it to France. France for three, no good.
That's it.
Foul.
44.
Who are they calling this foul on? They haven't said yet. And that foul will be on Mike Kromka. Ron Ryder's going to argue that Kromka was pulled, and you could clearly see he was being pulled. That's the second foul on Mike Kromka.
Something else to consider tonight, Ian. We take a look. This is the first game of the season for LaRoche. Might be a little rusty.
Baker, long three for Marcus Jones, not quite. France grabs the rebound. It's taken immediately by Belovich, who gets called for the foul. So Belovich was going to try to get another dunk, but he's called for a foul. So Evan Battle is now checking in for Mike Kromka. Also for the Golden Eagles checking in is Dave Colburn. Dave Colburn primarily played on the bench this year. It's going to be looked at to get more. He's going to be looked at to do a little bit more offensively, I think, this year, man.
I would say so too. I mean, we have to take a look. Last year wasn't asked to do as much with the big guys inside, but now we have to take a look at him. I mean, it's going to be called upon.
22-11. Ryan France cuts that Larry Golden Eagle lead. 8 fouls for the Golden Eagles so far. Dave Colbert gets that ball. Marcus Jones with 6 minutes remaining in this first half of play. clock issue that referees are trying to deal with. So the clock's going to get changed to 5:57. And they'll put 31 on the shot clock. So we seem to have everything figured out. After what happened in the NFL last week, I'm assuming every official at every level is going to be keeping a better eye on that clock.
Never hurts to double check.
And the Golden Eagles trying to hold on possession. Big, tough defense by LaRoche right now. Calvin Edwards for three. It's good. 25-12, the Golden Eagles lead.
Almost a mirror image, Ian, of what we saw on Edwards' last three, finding them on the right wing. And it was a big-time three here for the Golden Eagles.
Quick pull-up shot for France, and it answers with a three as LaRoche. So they cut that lead again to 10. Lee Patterson working against Tay Braun. With 5 minutes and change remaining in this first half, Dave Colbert has the ball. And Ron Ryder doesn't like what he sees. He calls a timeout immediately. Good defense being displayed by LaRoche. She really went to more of that zone look, and that confused the Golden Eagles front.
Well, we saw Clarion play a little bit of zone earlier. That's what helped to shut down McIntosh inside. And right now, again, LaRoche doing much of the same, trying to shut down some of Clarion's bigger guys, trying to kick it out and confuse the Golden Eagles.
So exactly 5 minutes remaining in this first half. It's still a pretty low-scoring affair if you really think about it in the grand scheme of things. 25-15 is the score. The Golden Eagles lead by 10. You brought up something interesting earlier, Matt. This is LaRoche's first game of the season. They're going to be a little bit rusty. Maybe the butterflies a little bit early, and I think we saw that.
Yeah, first game of the season under first game of a new head coach, Hermie Carmichael. And so if you're LaRoche right now, just trying to get into the swing of things again, playing the Golden Eagles already played their first game.
Travel. Oh, no, but illegal screen is going to be called on Lenny Patterson. So that's the 19th foul on the Golden Eagles. The second on Lenny Patterson. And you mentioned the new head coach, Herman Carmichael. For LaRoche, he took over after Scott Lang passed away last year. Unexpectedly, Scott Lang played basketball here at Clarion before taking his coaching talents to LaRoche. Really brought this LaRoche basketball team to the forefront of D3 basketball. Lenny Patterson now with the ball. He's going to move up. Now Lenny Patterson gets called for another travel. And Ron Ryder has to be beside himself right now.
When you look at some of these turnovers from the Golden Eagles tonight, they've just been sort of the things you just hammer out in practice, making sure no traveling and things like that. With Clarion's had that a couple times tonight. And those are things you have to be able to kind of take out of your game to make sure you can get those wins. And right now, again, up by 10, you got to just forget about it and move on.
Perkins has the ball. Perkins, the 5'10" junior, a very quick guard, gets the ball off to number 11, Andre Flanagan. 4:10 remaining. LaRoche trying to find some room in that Clarion zone. They've had trouble doing so. Three ball for good. It's good. Lionel Perkins cuts down that Clarion lead. 7-point lead for the Golden Eagles as we tick under 4 minutes.
It's important right now for the Golden Eagles to kind of slow it down, get things back on their speed.
Marcus Jones drives, but is called for a travel. Good play by number 30, Gene Freeman, set his feet and took the charge.
We'll be getting into the bonus soon here for Vince Clarion.
That's the first foul on Marcus Jones. 10 team fouls on the Golden Eagles, 25-18 is the score. And LaRoche they're believing they're still in this game. This is Clarion can't be too happy with how the last couple minutes have transpired.
No, and I mean, LaRoche very much in this game. I mean, we talk about, 3:45 left in the first half. A lot of things can change. A lot of things can happen. Clarion, I would say you got to take it down a little bit. You got to be a little less aggressive. At this point in the game, if you're Clarion, like I say, slow it down and work it around a little bit more. We've seen a lot of Calvin Edwards lately. We haven't seen a lot of the big guys inside. We're trying to get to, play some low post, different things like that. Battle and crawl. So we'll be interested to see exactly how the Golden Eagles turn things around here, making sure that those turnovers become either lessened or perhaps just they don't do it anymore. Things like that.
They have to be careful. This is a very dangerous Division III team, LaRoche. LaRoche will be ready to inbound here in a moment. Andre Flanagan will inbound to Lionel Perkins. With 3:45 remaining in this first half of play. Lionel Perkins working against Marcus Jones. Now Flanagan has it. Gives the ball the other side of the court. And it's stolen. Anthony Baker gets the ball. He's working up the field. He's got the speed. He's got the angle. No good. Rebound picked up by Gene Freeman. Quick shot by Flanagan. Flanagan, no good. And that ball will be awarded to the Golden Eagles.
Golden Eagles are playing pretty physical underneath. Really since that timeout, we saw a couple of opportunities for a rebound, trying to come away with it, and they do, getting that ball knocked off by LaRoche.
Marcus Jones gives the ball to Calvin Edwards. Calvin Edwards back to Jones. Anthony Baker. He has the ball. Gives the ball back to Jones. You're going to see a lot of movement of the ball between the guards. Jones with 9 seconds on the shot clock. Gives the ball to Baker. Baker, shot is good.
Clarion playing the perimeter pretty well tonight. Again, we take a look. Again, Edwards on the right wing. Patterson on the right wing, Jones now here on the left. They're working it around to different people, and that's keeping LaRoche on their toes.
28-18 is the score. 3-point attempt for LaRoche. It's good. That makes it 28-21.
Seems like every time the Golden Eagles put three up, the Red Hawks come right back and put up three of their own.
Setting up their offense. Anthony Baker tries to pull up, fade away, no good. Rebound picked up by Lionel Perkins. Perkins. Timeout called. 30-second timeout. Hermie Carmichael calls a timeout. Minute 57 remaining in this first half. They're down. Should be 28-21. The Golden Eagles still lead. But you're right, Matt. Every time the Golden Eagles make a big three-point shot, LaRoche says, that's all right. Yep. We get to take the ball right down, they shoot it themselves.
I see what you can do, and I can do it better pretty much, Ian, and that's what it's coming down to tonight. Fortunately for the Golden Eagles, they've been playing physical underneath, but still getting away with that lead. Again, 10 team fouls, 28 points. I mean, they've been playing pretty physical tonight, but again, they still have that lead. And again, up by 7 with just under 2 minutes to go. That's what you want to take. You want to try and keep this lead going into the locker.
So Coach Ron Ryder, who you just saw in his 25th season here at Clarion. Clarion trying to avenge their loss against Teal Monday evening. They're up by 7 right now against LaRoche. LaRoche setting it up. France has the ball in his hands, gives the ball to Perkins. Perkins, no good. Picked up by Kromka. Kromka gets it to Jones. The Golden Eagles have a minute and a half to try to see what they can do. If they can extend this lead, Calvin Edwards gives the ball back to Jones.
Coach Ryder wants them to take it inside. Rightly so.
Kromka nearly lost the ball to Dave Colbert. Now to Anthony Baker with 8 seconds on the shot clock. Baker drives. Baker draws the foul. No, they're calling another charge.
Clarion just did not seem to catch a break tonight, Ian. Again, a lot of these plays going in.
Matt, I'm going to stop you. They actually are going to call that on LaRoche. The foul is going to be called on number 15, Ryan France. So they called a charge.
So Clarion does catch a break.
So Clarion does catch the break. One of the refs called the charge, and then another one must have rolled him off and said the foul was on LaRoche. So, have it all squared away. Clarion's up 30-21.
Silver lining and everything.
LaRoche for three. No good. Rebound picked up by Anthony Baker. Baker gives that ball to Marcus Jones. Marcus Jones, 26 seconds on the shot clock. Got a ball to Dave Colt. Anthony Baker again, now to Calvin Edwards, who drives, kicks it out to Kromka. Kromka got it for good.
Clutch inside tonight, Ian. A couple of jumpers inside. The big physical presence on defense. He's one of the key players right now on this Golden Eagle team.
Golden Eagles stretch their lead out to 11. Shot clock is turned off. 13 seconds remaining in this first half. Good defense being played by the Golden Eagles. 5 seconds. Three-point attempt by Flanagan is no good. Rebound picked up by the Golden Eagles, and that'll be the end of the half. So at the half, the Golden Eagles lead 32-21. It wasn't always pretty, Matt, but they're up.
It doesn't necessarily matter how you get the points, Ian, but it just matters that you do. And again, right now, 11-point lead going into the half, and a hot start for the Golden Eagles. We saw an 8-0 start right off the bat for Clarion, a couple of three-pointers. And they've carried that momentum with them, really, going into the locker room here into halftime.
Ron Ryder still is going to be on his guys to shoot better. They struggle a little bit offensively at points. They seem to turn it on towards the end of the first half. And LaRoche, on the other hand, they have to think about how their bigs can score. Joel McIntosh was a non-factor in that first half.
No, and if you're LaRoche, again, what you want to do, focus on making sure he gets the ball inside. It's sort of interesting to see. It seems like we've talked about it a lot, but that height advantage LaRoche does have, especially with McIntosh inside against 6'6". It's something you want to take advantage of and make sure that you drop a few plays during the half to kind of make things turn around for McIntosh in the second half.
We're going to send it to a quick break. We'll be back in a little bit to bring you the second half of Golden Eagles basketball. They lead LaRoche at the half, 32-21.